They say this place is sinful, a paradise lost, Venezuela, a country whose name alone stirs up a whirlwind of emotions and opinions. For some it's a cautionary tale, a warning of what can happen when things fall apart. For others, it's a land of untold stories of beauty and struggle intertwined. The name conjures images of danger, scarcity, a nation on its knees. News headlines paint a picture of empty shelves, of people waiting in long lines for basic necessities, of a society grappling with hardship at every turn. Graffiti on the walls tells stories of frustration, of hope, of a people refusing to be silenced. People call it sinful for its desperation, crime, corruption, political turmoil. The world sees the protests, the clashes, the uncertainty that seems to hang in the air. It's easy to judge from afar, to label a place by its darkest moments. But what does sinful even mean? Is it about breaking rules, or is it about breaking expectations? Is it about the chaos, or the courage to keep going despite it all? Is it the vibrant nightlife, the fierce pride of a resilient people? The music that spills into the streets at night, the laughter that echoes through neighborhoods, the celebrations that refuse to be dimmed by hardship. Sin seems to be a catch-all for everything that makes the comfortable uncomfortable. The stark contrasts, luxury beside poverty, hope beside despair, challenge our sense of order. But maybe what we call sin is just life lived out loud, in all its messy, complicated glory. I came here to find the truth behind the label, to see if this country was truly as broken as believed. To walk the streets, to talk to the people, to look beyond the headlines and see the reality for myself. The truth lies in the shared meal, the unexpected kindness, the breathtaking views, in the way families gather around the table, in the generosity of strangers, in the awe-inspiring beauty of places like Angel Falls that remind you how small you are in the world. This isn't a story about politics or economics. It's about people, about the faces you meet, the stories you hear, the resilience you witness in everyday life. It's about the mothers, the workers, the dreamers who keep moving forward. So, is Venezuela sinful? Maybe. But perhaps its greatest sin is its heartbreaking beauty. The kind of beauty that makes you ache, that stays with you long after you leave. The kind that refuses to be overshadowed by struggle. It's the sin of resilience, of holding on to joy amidst sorrow. Of finding reasons to celebrate, to dance, to sing, even when the world seems to be falling apart. This journey is about finding that melody, about listening to the real rhythm of a misunderstood country. It's about discovering the stories that don't make the news, the moments of connection that reveal the true heart of Venezuela. Let's peel back the layers and see what we find. Let's look beyond the labels, beyond the headlines, and discover the soul of a country that refuses to be defined by its struggles alone. Because sometimes, the most sinful places are the ones that teach us the most about hope, humanity, and the power of never giving up. The sun rises over Caracas, painting the city in soft gold and pink hues. But even as the first light touches the rooftops, the city is already alive, humming with anticipation for the day ahead. Long before dawn, the streets begin to stir. Vendors set up their stalls. Buses rumble to life, and the first commuters hurry through the cool morning air. The city has been awake for hours, never truly resting, always moving. The hustle starts early, a symphony of engines, clattering gates and distant music. The sounds blend together, honking horns, laughter, the rhythmic calls of street vendors, creating a soundtrack unique to Caracas. Children in crisp uniforms weave through the crowds, their backpacks bouncing as they chase the day. Life here is a constant negotiation, a chess game where the rules change daily. Every transaction, every conversation, is a delicate dance, sometimes playful, sometimes tense. In the parks, old friends gather over chess and dominoes, strategizing moves that echo the city's own daily challenges. I meet Elena, selling coffee from a small cart on a busy corner. Her smile is wide, her eyes weary, but her spirit is unbreakable. She greets each customer by name, remembering their favorite orders, sharing a laugh or a word of encouragement. Her story is not unique. It's the story of Resolver, the art of making things work, no matter the obstacles. In Caracas, everyone is a problem solver, finding creative ways to stretch resources, fix what's broken, and keep moving forward. As a tourist, you exist in a strange bubble, carrying US dollars that make you a king. Prices shift depending on the currency in your hand, and your experience is both privileged and disconnected from the daily grind of most residents. This duality is jarring, a reality that hums beneath the surface. Wealth and poverty exist side by side. Gleaming towers shadowing crumbling homes, luxury cars weaving past street vendors. The contrasts are stark, but so is the resilience. By evening, the city transforms. The relentless heat gives way to a cooler breeze, and the sky glows with the promise of night. People gather on balconies, sharing stories as the sun dips behind the mountains. People spill onto the streets, music gets louder, and the smell of grilling meat fills the air. Street food vendors serve arepas and empanadas while musicians tune their instruments, ready to fill the night with rhythm and song. It's a defiant celebration of life, a vibrant pulse in the heart of the struggle. In every dance, every shared meal, every burst of laughter, Caracas shows its unbreakable spirit, a city that never sleeps and never stops dreaming. To understand a country, you have to eat its food. In Venezuela, food is more than sustenance. It's a story of history and struggle. The real culinary soul is found in how people adapt, turning scarcity into something delicious. I sat down in a small spot in Merida, far from the capital's chaos. The star dish was pabellón criollo, a miracle of shredded beef, beans, rice, and plantains. The creativity born from scarcity is mind-blowing, elevating survival food to an art form. Venezuela is home to some of the world's finest cacao beans, a taste of what was and what could be again. There are places so beautiful they feel sacred. Canama National Park is one of those. The landscape is dominated by tapuas, massive mountains that jut out of the jungle. The final destination is Angel Falls, the world's tallest waterfall, a sight that defies description. It's a powerful reminder that amidst man-made chaos, there exists a natural perfection. But beauty here is tinged with harsh reality. The journey is not without risks. The local Paman communities face challenges from illegal mining and economic hardship. This is the great Venezuelan paradox, a country with spectacular wonders largely unseen by the world. To truly know a place, you have to leave the tourist trail. In Caracas, that means heading to the barrios, vibrant, complex communities. I met Luis, a musician and artist in Petare, who guided me through a world away from the city center. He spoke of daily struggles, but also of community and shared resilience. Then there was Ana, a mother running a daycare, her story one of constant sacrifice. These are not stories of victims, but of fighters, choosing hope over despair. The media shows protests and crime, but not the human side, the incredible hope in their spirit. If sin is about indulging in life's pleasures, Venezuelans are dedicated sinners. It's about seeking joy, even when circumstances are grim, a form of resistance. Nowhere is this more apparent than in music and dance, the lifeblood of the culture. The dance floor is a great equalizer, a place where worries are forgotten. Venezuelan culture values aesthetics, a society that values presentation and dignity. The simple pleasure of sharing, gathering with friends, and finding solace in community. This is the sin of human connection, a vibrant counter-narrative to a nation in crisis. Is Venezuela the world's most sinful country? That label gets thrown around far too easily, and it's a lazy way to describe a place so complex, so layered. When we reduce a nation to a single word, we miss the intricate tapestry of its reality. The real story here isn't about sin or scandal. It's about the everyday grace that people show each other, the resilience that pulses through every street, and the beauty that persists even in the hardest times. It's about laughter echoing in alleyways, families sharing arepas, and the warmth of community. Venezuela is not a caricature of suffering, not just a headline or a cautionary tale. It's a living, breathing entity, full of contradictions and surprises. It's a place where hope and hardship walk side by side, where people find ways to celebrate life even when the odds are stacked against them. Too often, the world looks away from difficult things, reducing a nation to a statistic or a fleeting news story. But behind every headline, there are real lives, real dreams, and real struggles. Venezuela is so much more than what you see on the news. It's a land of breathtaking landscapes, vibrant art, and a spirit that refuses to be extinguished. It's Maria, Luis, Ana, and countless others whose stories rarely make it to the front page. Each face you see here carries a story of endurance, of love, of hope for a better tomorrow. These people aren't asking for pity. They're asking for understanding, for the world to see them as they truly are, resilient, resourceful, and deeply human. You may not be able to fix all the problems, but you can choose not to turn away. You can refuse to be ignorant, to look beyond the stereotypes and see the real Venezuela. Support the organizations working tirelessly on the ground. Keep Venezuela in your thoughts, in your conversations, and in the global spotlight. Every bit of awareness helps. My journey here may be ending, but the stories I've witnessed, the people I've met, and the lessons I've learned will stay with me forever. Venezuela has left an indelible mark on my heart. This country demands your attention. It will break your heart with its struggles, but it will also fill you with hope through its unbreakable spirit and the love that binds its people together. Don't write this place off as a lost cause. Look closer, listen harder, and you'll discover stories of courage, creativity, and joy that defy every expectation. There is so much more to Venezuela's story than meets the eye. It's a story that deserves to be heard, shared, and remembered. Let's keep listening.